This is Wacom with another string of art, people. Today is Sunday, January 27th, 2018. This is gonna be our first string of today. Going super late, supposed to be at 2 beginning, but we are beginning at 3:53, almost at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna say sorry for that. One of the reasons was I couldn't sleep last night. Pretty good, doesn't feel so good, but I believe I feel good enough to do at least the art stream, which is gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna be pretty nice, people. Check out my Twitters. Check out my Twitters, people. Check out my Twitter. Yeah, let's put the Twitter thingies in the Twitter thingies. Follow my Twitters. Very nice place for you. Very nice place for you to know everything I do. Everything I do, like yesterday's streams, we put it over there. You see, yesterday's streams, we put it over there in the Twitters. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. Follow my Twitters. Yeah, so you know all the things I do in my streams. Let me check it out my sound. My Twitters. Yeah, it sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, follow my Twitter, check it out. All the things that we do in the stream, we put over here. Yeah, and we're gonna be using Rage. Rage is a software that we use to paint our Lawbreakers art books that we're doing every single weekend. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. Yeah, check it out the Twitter for Rage. Pretty awesome software, very affordable. It lets you paint. Follow Rage Twitters. It lets you paint and do drawings and stuff, simulating real life tools and everything, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So highly recommend it because it's very cheap and it does a lot of stuff. Yeah, Ray Kens, welcome to the stream. Mr. Ray Kens, welcome to the stream. I hope you coming ready to have some fun. I'm gonna say sorry, Mr. Ray Kens, that today I came in like a little late, but I'm gonna see if I can do the most fastest I can today, so we can take advantage of the time because I came in like 1 hour. Yeah, more than 1 hour late, which is. It's not supposed to, but last night I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep well today. It took me a while to get up, which is something that, yeah, the weekends are only the days that I had available for resting and do all the things that I cannot do in the weeks. So sometimes you get crazy over here at the house. Well, I'm gonna try hard not to skip days or streams or anything because at this point it could be ridiculous to do that with the little time we got to be, with the little time we got to be together and do the streams, Yeah, follow the Wacom people. Follow the Wacom Twitters. The Wacom Twitters, which is the tools I use to paint. It's like a platform that you use. It's like a tablet that you use. As you can see in the picture, it's a tablet you can use it to paint and everything, which is pretty cool, as you can see. No, I don't have this one. I have one that doesn't have a screen. It's something like, let me see if I can show you. It's kind of difficult, but it's the one that I recommended for you if you are interested in beginning. I got something like this. Yeah, but pretty old. If you are interested in using one of these, I highly recommend those that doesn't have the screen because are pretty cheap but pretty affordable. You can use it without spending a lot of money, That's the main thing. And then if you realize to get one, yeah, this is most of the one I have. So you then realize it to to get one with the screen like this. You know, I'm spending the big bucks. You can, you know, you at least you got the practice with the other one, because it has a learning curve. You know, couple hours, 2, 3, 4 hours. You basically learn all the things the Wacom. You know, it's pretty easy to learn because it simulates real life like a pen and paper stuff, which is pretty cool. It is pretty good. People remember we got a giveaway on February 20. The only thing you have to do is to watch the streams. You watch the streams, you earn points that put your name in the leaderboards, as you can see. You know, all those people are watching the streams, putting their name in the leaderboards. February 20, they get to choose between a 25 Steam gift card or 25 per party donation, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. So you are new in the leaderboards. Your name is in the leaderboard. If you are new, you never participate in the giveaway. Please send me a friend request on my Steam. You know, so you don't know what is my Steam, you ask me in the chat so I can give it to you. And you know, send me a friend request in the Steam. Steam has like a 3-day policy. You know, so you wait until the last day to send me the friend request. It's gonna take 3 more days, so you're not gonna get the loot in the day 20. You're gonna get it like in 23, 24. You know, you're still getting it, but you're getting it later because Steam has like a 3-day policies, which is kind of annoying. PayPal, it doesn't have that. You know, doesn't have that. The only thing you have to give me is your PayPal email address. You know, the email address that is connected to the PayPal. That's it, which is pretty nice. People, these streams are not being promoted, are not being supported by any of those RH or Wacom, nothing like that. It's not being supported by any of those developers. None of that. You know, we are open to business and everything, but the real support came from viewers that came over here in my streams and check it out and everything. You know, like Fuzzy Justice. I'm gonna say thank you to her for your support every single month with the Marcy. You know, supporting my streams, making sure I can do these things every single weekend or every single day, whatever the schedule it is. Because right now, it has been kind of super difficult for me to keep a schedule on, to stick to it. You know, a lot of people basically know why, because you know, working full time, doing many things over there, it's kind of crazy. But I'm gonna say thank you to Foster Chelsea for the support, giving the motivation for me to continue forward. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Hasugidan too for your support and everything. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty nice that Hasugidan support my stream every single month. So you give me hopes. Yeah, you give me hopes that tomorrow's gonna be alright. Tomorrow's gonna be alright. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Hasugidan. I really appreciate it. People, today is the day where we do another page of the Lawbreakers Artbook, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. As you can see, we were doing it, the Lawbreakers Artbook page by page every single weekend or every single time we can do it. Is looking awesome. This is gonna be free for you to download it. You know, do whatever you want, print or whatever. I don't know. I don't believe it has like the resolution for printing. I don't know. I don't believe it. Well, but it's gonna be totally free for you to download it. It's a way for me to say thank you. You know, for playing the game, for being those streams and everything. All the people that participate in those streams are gonna be included in this. You know. I got the videos with the people and everything, so it's gonna be included over here with his little card and everything. So the people that got the books know who are the guys that make it possible. You know, make it possible my first year basically. Yeah, with this Lawbreakers gang that was like the blood and sweat of my channel back in the days. Yeah, it was like the game that we were playing all the time, every single day without much. At that time, I used to stream almost every single day, which it was a blast. It was pretty good. Yeah. Today, yeah, we already finished this first Titan. It wasn't today. It was the last week. We finished the Titan class this model, and but it's missing. It's missing something that we are gonna do today. It's missing the. Let me see if I can show you. I can find it. It's missing the little lawbreakers icon. That is the thing that we are gonna be doing today. Is the thing that we are gonna be doing today is the little lawbreakers icon, which every single class has in the back. Oh, what happened? Kind of found it. Yeah, let me look at it. Let me show you. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, this is the little icon that we're gonna do for the Titan. It's every single class has his icon that identifies where they belong, which faction they belong. You know, every single class has his own signal stuff. I don't know if you know, so you saw in here in the art books, you know, behind it, the Forza has one, you know, the Vanguard has the one, you know, totally different. As you can see, they are very different, you know. And we are gonna do the one for the Titan, you know, because we began doing the Titan, so we're gonna do the one for the Titan. Maybe you say, why you don't just copy paste it? Because we don't wanna infringe any copyright laws or anything. We wanna do it by ourselves, you know. The slightly different version, you know, with slightly different proportions and everything. So as you can see, let me show you. As you can see, they got the icons behind it. You know, since you see it, you know it's not the original one, but it's the one that looks almost the same than the original. You know, it's like a, oh, you know, it's the enforcer icon. You know, it's the enforcer class, even though it's not 100% the same like the original. You know, that's what we're trying to do over here with this. Let me see if I can show you those icons. Those icons sometimes are in my face. I cannot see it. Yeah, that happens from time to time. From time to time. Let me see if I can. Wow. Oh, the problem was that I was taking it directly for internet. I wasn't saving it at all. Yeah. Let me show you the one for the enforcer, which is the one that look like the most different, you know. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can copy or something. Paste it in the over here. Let me see. I can paste it. Oh no, they don't let me. Let me see. Nope, they don't let me do it. I have to basically copy, download it to my machine. Yeah, because I was doing it in the problem I was doing it directly from the internet. I didn't copy to my machine. But now we got it, you know. Now we got it. As you can see, it's kind of similar to the original. The one in the back, the one in the little square, black square, is the original. The one that doesn't stay zoomed is the original. This is the created by Postkey Productions, you know. You look at my version, it's different. Look at the feathers in the arrow are totally different from the original ones, you know. Look at maybe behind over here, the things are totally different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has the same amount, but it doesn't have the same the same qualities, you know, and so on, so on. So you can spot, you know, the thick of the line. Maybe you can spot some difference because we are not trying to do like a copy pasting or anything like that. We're trying to do everything from scratch. you know, slightly different, so we can keep a fan base, because that's what I'm trying. The same thing with this one. The same thing with this one. Let me see if I can show you the some differences between it, so you know what. Wow, so you can understand, you know, where we come from. So you can understand where we come from with this, what we are trying to do. Look at this. This is the original. No, and this is the one we did. As you can see, those lines over there are like a thicker and bigger. Look at mine; it's pretty thin, you know, pretty thin, different. Almost you cannot see it. This part over here is like a longer in mine. This this part over here is like a wider in my version is wider, you know. Here is not that wide, and so on, you know. So we can, you know, it's the thing from the Vanguard and everything. You can recognize it, like, oh man, it's the Vanguard logo type, but it's not the same one. You know, it's not 100% same one. It wasn't a copy from the original or anything, because we're trying to do our own thing. You know, that it looks fun. You know, see the artist from the original artist say, oh no, this is a guy that did it. It was the guy that did it, you know, and everything. It's not the original one. It's a way for us to avoid copyright things, you know, and to keep a fan base, you know, to keep a fan base. As long, I believe, as long you do your own thing, you redo and everything, with your assets, you put some effort into it. It, it is no problem. The thing that we cannot do is copy paste it. That's the thing that we cannot do. We cannot like take the original and put it over there in the album, because that that's what that's what is not supposed to be. That's the Yeah. You're not supposed to just copy, grab something, put it in your thing, like you did it. You know, that's the main objective about what we're doing, everything from scratch. Because you're not supposed to be grabbing things from other people and putting you in your own. We call it a day. Because it's not fair. It's not the way. I don't know this part over here. I believe I had to fix it, because this is square over there. I don't know. Doesn't look good. I had to. I really had to fix that part over there. Wow, I didn't check it out that the other day. Let me see if I can do something pretty quick. Pretty quick, because I don't wanna. I don't wanna just leave it like that, you know. I don't know what I was trying to do over there. I don't know what I was trying to do. Yeah, sometimes when you draw, you get carried away pretty easily, and doing things that maybe at the moment make sense, but when you put down the whatever you're doing, if you come back, you begin to spot many problems. You say, man, I don't know what was thinking with this, what was trying to do over there, because it's not supposed to, you know. It does what happen. Basically, what happens sometimes. You put stuff that you don't even know. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. For that, we are gonna make another layer. We're gonna say disappears, please. We're gonna begin to basically to draw, very pretty rough. You know, the first. Oh, it's green. Draw the first lines and everything, just like we do with the with the with the low brackets guys, you know, with the characters, just like we do with the characters. This is has a lot of pressure. Yeah, the good thing with the Wacom tablets is you can customize the pressures and everything. You know, this software RH, it kind of do it for you. So you don't have a Wacom tablet or anything. You basically kind of do it in the software. So you are more specific. You have more control. You know, because sometimes you cannot leave everything to the hand. You cannot leave everything to the eyes. Sometimes you need software like RH that let you control, the pressures and everything. Because you can mess it up if you do it only with the tablet. Because the tablet you have to use your hands. You have to use your own pressures and everything in order to have some control. You know. Right now I just wake up basically and feel kind of drunk a little bit. Not because I was drinking, because I was sleeping. And it's gonna take a while for me to synchronize with reality. Yeah, it kind of takes some time to synchronize to reality, which is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna have to go a little bit faster with this one. It's pretty simple, as you saw. Let me see if I can show you again. It's pretty simple stuff. It's not crazy thing. Um, yeah. Let me see if I can leave it there. I don't wanna. Sometimes I don't wanna leave it there because you tend to cope. You tend to like try to do like a one-to-one copy. That's why I don't like to leave it over there because we're not trying to do that over here. We're not trying to. Oh, and I don't have no place. I don't have no place to put it. Yeah, we're not trying to do a 100% copy of the original or anything like that. That's why I don't like to leave it in the screen. But you basically, I'm gonna leave it a little bit over there so you can basically see what we are doing. In our average, in this software, you you only see me like doing things by hand, like a pretty crazy stuff. But you can do pretty straight lines, pretty good, pretty good technical drawing tools if you want it. You are not limited for the art part. Even though the software is called art it's very art oriented. You don't have to be like that. You can basically draw your things. In the let me put it like that. You can basically do very technical work in this. As you can see, you can do your lines, very straight lines, and because it's just like a race is basically an empty canvas. You can use it whatever way you want it. You don't have to be like only doing the art part of the things, which is sometimes people get like confused. They think, oh, it's just for pain. It does a lot of stuff. I did like that, but we got better tools. Like for example, as you go over here, I don't like to use like a lot of tools like that. If you go to symmetry, you got a tool. It's called a paint symmetry. You know, you basically let me see if mirror to touch gestures. You got numerous segments. See numerous segments. Oh, it's already done. Yeah, it's already done. So what this tool does is to let you paint symmetry. Whatever you do on one side, it goes to the other side. So let me show you. So everything you do, it becomes like a more perfect. Like a more beautiful, more perfect. Yeah, I'm taking account this. You know, so you can do stuff like that pretty easy, which is pretty nice. The software does that for you. Very good if you wanna do like a characters, like a T-pose characters, stuff like that. You're doing like a 3D modeling and stuff. It's pretty nice, you know. That's why I highly recommend this software, because the software has a lot of tools that you can use. See, it's not quite like the one I did it. I believe it's better than the one I did. Let me see. Yeah, the one I did is like a better in some way, because the other one is like a, you just have to, let me see if I can. You have to. Oh no! Don't do that. I still selecting. Take mine like as a reference, you know, to do a better one. Yeah, yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, the corners are kind of rounded. Kind of get like a little crazy things in the corners. The corners are supposed to be like a more sharper. I believe it's over here, so I can change all the square heads. You know, the heads. I can change it. Now we're gonna have square heads with no problem. See, now we got square heads, but I don't know if that thing is gonna let. It's totally square. I'm gonna leave it the rounded. I gonna leave it the rounded one for this design. You know, as you can see, you got a lot of tools, a lot of stuff that you can use it in this software, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. You know, I believe for the beginning this is more than enough. It's pretty good. Delete the old one and stay with the new one. Let me see how you take them out. I had to come over here and say paint symmetry. How I take them out the symmetry options. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember how to take him out this thing. Because if I leave it there, what's gonna happen is it's gonna continue painting like that. I don't wanna. Oh, I just have to select paint symmetry. Yeah. Pretty nice, eh? Yeah, there is so many things I still have to learn, but as you can see, you don't need to learn. You don't need basically to make a course to do this software. You know, to work with this software. It's kind of the software itself is kind of let you experiment, like kind of let you learn by yourself, because it's pretty art oriented. It's for people that make art. You know, they wanna make art. That doesn't wanna deal with a lot of rules, a lot of, oh, you gotta do it like this, you gotta do it like that. You know, they just wanna grab the pen and begin to paint. You know, so the software is basically designed for that kind of people. So you focus more on creating and less in learning, like all, you know, like, it's not that technical. The software is not that technical, even though you can do pretty technical stuff in the software. It's not. It doesn't force you to oh, you need to learn this and in these specific ways. You know, almost everything that I know about this software, I'm been learning by myself. I never take a manual. There's a manual, yeah. They got the manual, they got the help and everything over here, but I never use it. I never use it. You see, they got the RH manual with all the things, you know, that you wanna learn. Let me see if I can put it this like a big so you can see. You know, with all the things that you can learn, explaining everything. But see, you just wanna paint, you know, and go for it. You can do it. There's nothing that's gonna stop you to do it. So the software is pretty intuitive. It's pretty user friendly. You're not gonna be like a stuck all the time. Like, oh man, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. This is just there, just easy to execute everything. That's one of the reasons I highly recommend this software. It's kind of easy to use. Um, I've been using a lot of other softwares, you know, even free ones. Free ones, bro, they are too technical, man. Sometimes you got the tools right there. You cannot use it since you don't do all the things, you know. Eh, Sometimes you need to put comments in a console to do stuff and like man, they don't inspire you to do art. They don't inspire you to create content because they are too technical. But this one, it try to keep all of that technicality behind it, so you can just do the things that you want to do. It's art, you know. It's art. They give you a pretty awesome. As you can see, the toolbox over here. They don't even have like icons. They don't even have like icons that represent the tools. They got straight up pictures of the tools. You know, they got brushes, the pencil. They got a pencil over there. You know, they got a brush, an oil brush. You wanna do oil brush things. You know, you got a watercolor brush. You wanna do watercolor stuff. They got paint rollers, you know. They got the real pictures of the tools, you know. They don't have like a icons that represent the tools. They got like a pictures. Erase. This is erase. You can see it from far away. Say, oh, is you know, basically the software inspires you. It's telling, you know, inspiring you to content to use those tools right away. Because when you're using the software that has like the icon, sometimes you don't even know what is the eraser because they don't got eraser. They got like an icon that represents the eraser. You don't even know. You need to know beforehand. That's the icon for the eraser. This is the icon for this. This is the icon for that. You basically have to do a course way before you use the software. This is not intuitive. This is not good. You know. Well, our race try to kill all that nonsense, man. That doesn't have nothing to do with making art. You know, doesn't have nothing to do with your real passion. I really appreciate that when software developers do stuff like that, trying to be more natural with the programs. You know, trying not to be like a so technical. I kinda appreciate that because at the end of the day, what you wanna do is art. You know, at the end of the day, what you wanna do is art. You don't wanna be like like crazy thing. You know, like you don't wanna do like a big learning commands and stuff. You know, you wanna do art. Yeah, people. Yeah, once of the things that I do that I try to keep in this lowercase r book is that the people know it was made by another person and not by the company. You know, it was made by a person that a player or something like that, not by the company. By embracing imperfections. You know, by embracing imperfections. Maybe you say, "Oh no, you say that because you cannot do it." Yeah, it's totally fine. It's totally true. It's part of the truth, you know. I don't have the skills to do a one-to-one, you know, copy of the original, you know, because those guys, let me tell you, those characters, those stuff, those graphical stuff the guys, what made it not what by one guy, it made it by a bunch of guys, you know. So everybody put his little thing because everything they do is like a 3D. You just take that object that and and put in different places in the game, the promotional stuff. You know, I'm not saying it's easy for them, but I say there is not one person. It's like a bunch of people that touch one specific art like this or whatever. It's been touched by many people in the company. It was touched by many people. The company is not just one guy. So those are engineers too. Those are people that got like a years with experience and everything. So the part of the all the imperfections that we keep in the is that you need to have the skills. You need to have the skills in order to do like a one-to-one representation. Another thing is like we're trying to do in 2-3 hours. We're trying to finish the thing. We try to finish the thing in 2-3 hours. We try to keep a fan base. That's why I embrace the imperfections in this thing. We try to keep a fan base so people know it's a guy that is doing or whatever later whatever. So they don't say, oh man, it was made by the company, so they know it was made by a guy that used to play the game, and keep it fun. That's what I always say. It's a way to keep a fan base, so people know it's a fan base working, a profession, a work for the company, you know. No, it's not made by it's not released by the company. We don't claim it to be part of the company or anything like that. That's why it's called a fan art book. So it's a person that used to play the game that is doing this. It's not like the company. So we try to build the closer one we can. In some places we put our own twist. I put my own twist of the idea. So it becomes almost a different design. You kinda yeah you kinda know what I'm trying to do. So you play the game, but it's not the original one. It's made by me or by somebody else that used to play the game. Lawbreakers was a great game for many many reasons, man. It tried to make it tried to it tried to with existing technology, with existing tropes, trying to do something different. Size was something different. Basically, I always compare. People was comparing Lawbreakers with Paladins and Overwatch. Uh, it wasn't until but I believe that the most honest comparison you can do is with Quake Champions. Quake Champions is a skill base. You got your abilities, but it's pretty skill based. It's not like Overwatch or anything. You can draw some similarities because the ultimates, the abilities. You know, you can draw some similarities for that. But that's it. That's where they are almost the same. Because they got abilities. That's it. So every single game with abilities could be similar, but you still have to aim. You still have to use you rely on your skills. It's very skill based. Games like a Paladin, Overwatch, you don't feel like you need a lot of skill base. You just basically have to know when you attack, when you have to retreat, and it's kind of easy. It's kind of easy. Those are games that are created for many different kind of people. It's a streamlined for whatever person wanna jump in. But Quake Champions and Lawbreakers was games like oh, you need to practice a lot in order to get this game. In order to learn this game or to have some success, to have some fun, you need to practice a lot. You know, if that was true for Lawbreakers and for Quake Champions it's still true because Quake Champions is still there. But when Lawbreakers was outside, Lawbreakers was outside, it was true. That was true for Lawbreakers. Like you need to practice a lot. You cannot you cannot get into to Lawbreakers and expect you're gonna win matches or you're gonna kill people if you don't practice, if you don't do it. You know, because the Lawbreakers game, I believe only one guy has like a low con system. Then the other guys doesn't have nothing. You gotta do it yourself. The enforcer guy has like a missiles that can lock on to people. You can kill people like that. But let me tell you something. I got 760 hours in Lawbreakers. I always fail. I always fail the lock on system from the enforcer. I always fail. Like I never get to kill people with that. If this is, and I'm telling you this, that's the only character that has like a lock on mechanics into it. Is you can fail. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know where the lawbreakers skills is needed. You know, even though you got a character, you playing with a character that has a low consistent on it, you still can fail. That I was failing it all the time to the point they say, man, how to practice with this? This is incredible, man. How you know I had to practice even though the system is made for this class, so you easy to kill people, easy to damage somebody. You still cannot damage somebody if you don't practice, if you don't know the timing, because it's a timing based stuff. If you can fail in the heat of the battle, you can fail. So you got those low consistencies, you got all those things, but that doesn't play for you. That doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get a kill or something like that. It was that crazy, man. That game, it was that crazy. That's why we get in love with that with Lawbreakers. That's why we get in love with that game because it was pretty challenging, man. It was pretty challenging. Quake Champion, I'm having a lot of fun with Quake Champion for that same exactly reason. Every time you kill somebody because you kill it, it's not because the machine kill it for you. It's not because ultimate you execute and everything kill it. I believe that the the Dark Knight, I believe, it has like the most offensive, skill ultimate. I believe it's the Dark Knight from Quake Champions. That doesn't kill enemies right away. That it put people on fire. See that guy has a little energy. Okay, he can die. But see that guy has like a full armor, full energy. He's not gonna die. Even though you use your ultimate, you hit the people. That guy's not gonna die. That guy is gonna be hurting until he get some heals or until he get depleted energy. You know, yeah, he's gonna be hurting. Yeah, the fire or whatever the hurting system for the Dark Knight thing, it has a time. So see the time is off. It's not gonna die either. You know, so you need to. What I'm trying to say is like you need to have skills. You know, you need to have strategy. You need to know that the guy that you're using the ultimate is about to die, in order for to be effective. You know, the ultimates in that game is not like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's not like a one solution. It's not like the solution for all your problems. You know, that guy is not gonna die unless you do it in the right moment. You know, at least you hurt that guy a little bit. You know, which is it is a pretty good system because it kinda force you to hurt the guy. It kinda force you to have some skills, you know. It can force you to have some skills, which is pretty. It's pretty. I believe it's pretty awesome. Games like that. Unfortunately, games like that are not doing good in the game in the gaming community. A lot of people, the popular ones are the ones that are easy to play, easy to pick up. You know, it doesn't require a lot of skills. Those are the games that are doing pretty good. Anybody can take it. Anybody can show a skill, even though you basically doesn't require to have a skill for a lot of those games, which is a shame, man. This is a shame. I was the other day I was asking myself if if that is the direction that the gaming community is gonna take. Like one day we are not gonna be able. One day we are not gonna be able to play skill-based games. You know, we got the military shooters. You know, we got the military shooters like Arma 3, Squad, uh, and so on. That you need some strategy, you need some skill to do. But those are like a slow-paced games. You know, fast-paced games. You know, over the top action like Quake Champions, Holo Breakers. Those games are disappearing. Those games are disappearing. The gaming community are not supporting those games. You know, those games are like are not attractive to the people because you need to practice. You will die a lot for people that really knows how to play. Eh, a lot of people doesn't want that. You know, a lot of people want to take a game, have a good time. You know, even though they don't do nothing, even though they don't have skills, they wanna have a good time. That's it. Call it a day, which is totally fine. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad behavior, or it's a bad thing, but the only problem with this, the only problem with that is the games with skills, skill-based games that you really need skills and everything are gonna be disappearing little by little, little by little. It's not gonna we're not gonna be able we are not gonna be able to play those games. It's kind of sad. It's the sad part of everything that's happening right now. Um, and I don't know, man. It's kind of it's kind of hard to accept it. You know, it's kind of hard to accept it that one day you're not gonna be able to play games like Quake Champion or Unreal Tournament or Low Breakers because nobody's playing those. Nobody's playing those. We tried hard in this channel. We're trying hard to I don't know to support Low Breakers, support those games like that. We try pretty hard, but we kind of fail because you cannot show a game to the people. I expect that tomorrow they're gonna be playing it. You know, that doesn't happen. People has the freedom to choose. People has the freedom to do whatever they want. At the end of the day, it's their money. You know, at the end of the day, it's their money. Even though Quake Champion is a free to play game, you know, even though Lawbreakers went free to play in the last months, they are the ones. They're the ones that you know that has the people are the ones that has the last say in all of this that we're trying to do. There's the people that has the last vote, and we need to take it. We need to take it. We need to understand that there is nothing that you can do, nothing that I can do against against the people's taste. Yeah, against the people's taste, against the people's decisions. You know, there's nothing that you can do. Somebody doesn't want something, doesn't want it. That's it. You cannot force the odds, and you and what you want. You cannot force the odds. You have to accept it. That's what pretty. It was pretty hard to swallow. for a lot of the members of the Halo Breakers community, you know, to accept that reality that all the game is pretty awesome, it's pretty good, but not everybody is gonna take it. It's not everybody's gonna support it because it takes time to it takes time to play the game, it takes to learn the game. And some people pick games to have fun, you know. Sometimes they don't have sometimes they don't have no time because that's another thing, you know. Sometimes you say, oh, people doesn't want the game for this reason, but basically people doesn't have time in this day and age, man. When they pick a game, they want to play a game, they they want to just have fun, you know. They just want to have fun because they don't have no time. Sometimes those people are working too hard. They only have the weekends to do the game thing. Look at me. The weekends is the way is the times for me to stream. But what happened? I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep last night. I didn't sleep last night, so I had to came late to do the streams today. And I don't know. I don't know if with the next stream of that show I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't know. I wanted to do it because that's the opportunity for me to say a lot of stuff about the channel, about the projects that we got in the channel, about the new games that are coming out, like Anthem. Everybody's talking about it, but that game is gonna flop, man. That game is gonna flop. I was saying for a long, since the first day they announced it, man, that game is gonna flop because they wanna do the same thing. Why is the same thing? The same game over and over and over. Anthem is more or less another Destiny game, another Warframe game, you know, another the Borderland kind of game. Borderland did it good. Don't get me wrong. Borderland did pretty good with comedy, with a lot of loot, with random generated guns, with a lot of DLC, with a lot of content. They did super good. You know, even I believe the worst Borderland, it was the last one, the pre-sequel. It's super good. It's just a nice game, you know, and it has a lot of content, a lot of stuff. It's entertaining. You can pass hours and hours playing Borderlands without getting bored because they did it right. They did it right. But this game like Warframe, Destiny, they're trying to do basically almost the same. They kind of boring. They're super boring game. And now we got Anthem doing basically the same thing. Do it basically the same thing. I'm against the game. No, I'm not against the game. I just want the developers to realize that and make better games. You know, they make better games. It doesn't try to copy the thing over and over and over. That's what happened right now. Right now, a lot of developers are just doing the same thing over and over and over. This is no. It's not the way. It's not the way to do for you to do your things. You know. You gotta do different things, man. You gotta do as a developer. You gotta try to do a new original things, you know. At least, at least you can do the same, but in a different way or better. Because it's Warframe, Warframe, uh, innovating, improving in the Borderland idea. No, I don't believe Warframe is improving. No, nothing. You know, Warframe is a game that you pick at the game. It's a free to play. It's okay. You pick at the game. You do things that you don't even know what you're doing. Is you need to ask to the community. You need to, you know, this game itself doesn't kind of tell you. You get a lot of loot, a lot of stuff. You don't even know what they do. I don't know if they changed that, you know, but at the end of the day, you play Warframe, you kind of confused, like, man, what I was doing. I spent like 4 hours playing this game. I don't even I don't even know what I did. It's like so many crazy things at the same time, you know. Like that, all that content, it needs to be explained. It needs to be shaping now. Like We're friends like, oh, you gotta go over there to the planet, kill all the peoples. When you're trying to kill the peoples, it's all you gotta do this, you gotta do that, just go over there, get out. Like you don't feel it, like the meaning, the purpose behind it, you know. In Borderlands, since the beginning, they begin to explain, oh, you are in a planet, looking for loot, looking for the boat. You know, this thing that almost everybody's looking for. You are one of those mercenaries looking for money and everything. You know, trying to survive. Since the beginning, Borderlands opens up with a purpose, with a purpose. You know, a purpose that is all basically a natural, a logical purpose. Like, oh man, I in this planet, I am a mercenary looking for this thing. Claptrap, it makes that character, because that's another thing. Borderlands has a lot of characters that explain, talk to you, telling you what you're supposed to look for, telling you all the things have changed. Now you have to follow this guy that has a piece of the bolt. You have to take him. You know, it's pretty simple stuff. This planning, pretty complex stuff, in very simple ways. They use a lot of different characters. It's not just one guy telling you all the time what you gotta do. They use different characters to give you the mission, to tell you the stuff, you know. Like in the beginning, you talk to a doctor, then you talk to somebody else. Like it's a living word. It's a living word. You know, you care about those characters. You know, you care about what they say. You care about you characters you play. You care about the guy that says Kashara. I don't know how the name is. I don't. It's Scotty. Scotty or something like that. Scotty. You care about those guys, because this guy is playing. Oh man, something happens to me. You gotta do this. Can you help me? You know. It's a living word. It's not like a one person telling you. Man, Warframe, you got like now they got like a more characters. Now they put like a more characters, more stuff. From the beginning, in the beginning, it was like a one person telling you everything to do. You was like a rinse and repeat every single map, rinsing and repeat every single. The grinding was like on point. But in Borderlands, you don't feel no grinding. The Borderlands it's fun to kill the enemies. In Borderlands, it's fun to get the loot. Man, one thing I like in Modern Borderlands is to get the loot, is to scavenger, basically. Going to the trash cans, looking for loot, looking for, every single every single little mound of trash. I looking for, like, they invite you to loot, because you see like a little mound of trash. It's designed in a way that maybe something interesting is there, It invite you to go and check it out. In these games, they don't even care about putting loot. It's like a squares, colors. Like a Destiny, you just taking like a balls and squares and triangles, stuff like that. It doesn't feel natural. But unless you see like this little trash thing, you say, a steamy pile of stuff, and you go over there, you search for it, a gun, a proper gun pops up, a gun, a rendered gun, a real rendered gun, the same gun that you used to kill people. You got over there. You can compare stats, and you can check it out. What kind of gun is that? What is the brand? Because they got brands. They got like a Bandit, Jacobs, Dow. You got like brands. Oh man, this is that Dow, Rusty. Something, because you got rusty ones, you got mint ones, you got pristine ones. It's crazy what they did. Borderlands, man, awesome game. Is Destiny doing the same? They try. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say they don't try. They, since the beginning, they was talking about those legendary guns. They got like a lore behind it. All that. It feels like that. No, I don't believe it feels like that. It doesn't really. And there's not really the lore behind it. Like it's not like 100% fleshed out in the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know. It's like you have to go outside of the game, in order to get the lore, the legendary lore that you're supposed to care about. Put in the game, man. Put in the game, and gotta put in the game. You need to be people talking about those guns. You know, you need to have characters talking about those guns and stuff like that. And bottom everything's in the game. Everything you get something good, the character say something, you know. And there is for every single gun, for every single there's a place, there's a factory in Borderlands. Like a Jacobs, they have the Jacobs Cubs. It's like a factory, the place where the guy used to live. You know, you can visit the Jacobs place. You know, you can visit the bandit place. You can visit the dog place. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a it's like a it's not just words. It's totally totally maps and gameplay mechanics behind it. It's not just like it's not just a paragraph, you know. People gonna take 1 minute, 1 minute only. Don't go anywhere. When I come back, when I continue doing these things, I gotta do something pretty fast. I'm gonna leave the thing over here so you can see the progress. Hellos! I'm here. I'm back and I'm back for more. Yeah. Sorry it took like a while trying to do some stuff. My mom called me to do some stuff. In the middle of the stream. In the middle of the stream. Yeah, because the weekends are the days that I do almost all the things. And I want to do the streams too. I'm gonna get this. Sometimes I had to start, take 1 minute, do something, come back, continue with the stream, stuff like that. It is kind of crazy because during the week with my day job, I cannot do nothing. I had to leave everything for the weekends. I had to leave everything for the weekends, which is pretty crazy. Now my weekends is getting like a pretty full of stuff. Yeah, but I was talking about the games like Destiny, Warframe, Borderlands, and now we got Anthem. Anthem for me is basically the Destiny for EA games. You know, EA games try to follow the same trend that Destiny did. Because let me tell you, I don't like Destiny. A lot of people that I know don't like Destiny. Destiny did pretty good. Let me tell you, it's a nice, beautiful game. He did pretty good. What we base our opinion is in the fact that they are repeating the same trend that Borderlands basically left behind. You know, the market that Borderlands basically opened up. You know, they came in with the Borderlands used to be like, it was meant to be like a MMO. That was the original idea. And for many times, it was like a sale, like a MMO, like this MMO and stuff. Then after the fact, people realized that the same developer realized that this is not MMO. This is for people, looter shooter, you know. But the beginning was like a sale and promoted like MMO. You know, like it was basically a kind of mistake because it give it like the fake idea like it's MMO because it's not in any way, shape or form MMO. It's huge, yeah. It kind of feels like it. Somebody that you watch it, if you don't play the games, you don't. You know, you just only watching it. You basically have the idea like I say MMO. It feels like it. But you need to know like what MMO is. MMO work begins with a massive multiplayer online. That's what MMO means. When you say massive and online stuff, you're talking about basically more than 100 people together. You know. That doesn't happen in Borderlands. Borderlands is like it's not massive multiplayer. It's like 4 people multiplayer. You know, 4 people co-op. It's not even a multiplayer game. It's a co-op game. Yeah, it has some. I believe the first part. I don't know if the second part has it like arenas that you can play against other people, like a PvP arenas. The first one has it. Borderlands 1 has like a PvP arenas. I don't know if the Borderlands 2 has PvP arenas. I believe it has. I don't know. I never tried because the problem is with those PvP arenas in the first one, it wasn't that good. You know, it was like a pretty tiny maps and it wasn't that good. A lot of people wasn't going over there to play against people or anything like that. It wasn't that compelling. So if Borderlands 2 has it, I don't know because I never looked for it. I never looked for those PvP arenas in Borderlands 2. I didn't. The first ones didn't feel like good enough for me to oh man, PvP arenas, you know. It wasn't like that. So I never looked for it. in Borderlands 2. But they have it, you know. It's not like and it's not like you can go like four people together. It's like a one against one, something like that. Uh, in Borderlands, you can do it between your people. You know, somebody somebody in your team want to do you know, you can do it, and that's it. It's just like that. It's not like a proper massive multiplayer. It's like a one against one and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why they kind of switch the promotional stuff. Like, they kind of left behind the MMO claim. You know, like come on, man. We gotta stop doing saying that it's like an MMO, because no, it's not MMO. It's far away from MMO. Kind of feels like it because you begin to play. If you got like a open public server, everybody can join. Anybody can join. You can meet new people. You can meet new people just like an MMO. You know, you can meet new people that come in from nowhere. Oh, you know, I used to have a friend playing with me all the time. Borderlands. That guy, he met a lot of people in that game. He was he was all the time playing with the open server. Everybody was joining. A lot of people. He kind of used Borderlands like a beer chat. You know, that you can meet people like a social. It was a very social activity, to the point that he basically stopped playing with me. He just was doing that, you know. Like, every time I see him online, join his server, he's always been playing with somebody else, talking with somebody else, because he took it like a MMO. For real, he took it like a MMO because it has mechanics that can give you the idea that it's MMO, like those public servers that you can do. People can join and drop in, drop out. You know, pretty awesome stuff that I don't know what the people do anymore. You know, games. A lot of companies, games like Destiny was struggling in the beginning, like that, for doing that. Now, now it's pretty good, but in the beginning, the first one, he was struggling to do that. Every single map in Borderlands, every single place it becomes a social zone. So you don't have to be like this specific social zone. You know, Borderlands has many social zones. Like, Sanctuary is a social zone. It became the same places that are social for you to hang out with the people and talk to the people. Sometimes became part of the mission. Like, you have to fight in those places, then it becomes like a social zone. Uh, Firestone, any place is basically a social zone. You know, it's I don't know. They struck a pretty nice balance in Borderlands. That doesn't happen in Warframe. That doesn't happen in Destiny. You know, it happens in another way. Like, in Warframe, you had to invite people in your body, and you had to invite people. I mean, you need to have a dojo, or you can invite people to your ship. But it's a solitary. It doesn't feel like you are with more people. It's like a solitary experience, more than that. Borderlands is different. It's like a more social experience. Destiny in the same thing. It's like, I don't know, man. They don't. Borderlands has something. Borderlands has something that the other companies doesn't. The other games didn't get it. Didn't get to do it. And now we got an Anthem that is going for the same problems, the same route of Destiny, and trying to do the same thing. You know, different history. It's like, the same game with another face. That's what it looks to me. Which is it's the Destiny from EA, basically. Empty. It's what it is. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I limit myself to watch videos and stuff, because I don't see the difference. I don't see the compelling experience over there. I don't see like, like right now we are in a gaming like playing with friends. It's not just the team. It's not the goal. It can't be the goal anymore. Just playing with friends because we're playing with friends since Nintendo. Since Nintendo, almost every single game in Nintendo was co-op. Was you get two players, three players, play with your friends. So we are still stuck on there. Like this is what you're selling as a new game. Play with your friends and everything. Oh, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be more than that. It's supposed to be more than that. Borderlands did right. Those people are supposed to be following the Borderlands way of doing things. How Borderlands did the experience, the feeling, and everything. They should go for that, and not go for the this kind of Destiny kind of game. Like we do missions, we come back to the social area, and we're hanging out over there. It's all about the loot. Like at the end of the day, it's how. Yeah, you can kill the bosses and everything, but it's just about the loot, like about the things that you get in the game, more than the mission or the objective that you have to complete. Like, Borderlands has like a pretty clear objectives, pretty clear objectives, and our objectives that basically resonate with the players. Like we are getting, we have to kill this team that it has like a legend behind it. Like they got a lot of loot. You always go mission through after mission, with the hope that you're gonna get the bolt, that you're gonna get the loot. They did a pretty good job with that, man. The history is very awesome. They did a pretty good job. Destiny kind of did the same thing. The first one with the Traveler, like this big planet kind of thingy over there, and nobody knows what it is, mystery. Bungie tried to do like a replicate like the Halo from Halo. You got this mysterious planet over there. You don't even know what is that. It's a planet or it's a weapon, whatever. You don't even know. Like kind of keep you curious of that thing in the sky, or that thing in space that one day appears from nowhere. They kind of trying to do the same thing. From Halo was good because it was like at the first time a game does something like that. But for Destiny, it was like for a lot of people, it was like a Halo all over again. Like oh man, they're trying to do like the same thing from Halo, and a lot of people dig it. Most of the people that really like it never play Halo. Like a lot of people that really feel like, oh, this is super awesome. It was people that never play Halo or play Halo like for multiplayer only. Didn't pay attention to the history and everything. But Destiny 1 was basically Halo all over again. I know I cannot tell you a lot about Destiny 2, but what I saw in videos, people playing and everything, it's like I know, man, it's missing something. It's missing something. Anthem is going for the same thing. Anthem is going for the same thing. And I just want them to do awesome experience. I just want the developer to do something else, because those games, man, Destiny did good, but I believe Bungie and Activision was struggling. Was kind of struggling. And look at what happened. They had to say bye bye. They had to split Activision and Bungie. Now they're not working together. They had to get out, and Bungie it looks like he went with another company called NetEase. It's a Asian company that does like a mobile games and stuff like that. That company is getting partnered with a lot of other companies. It's putting a lot of money in many companies. Um, yeah, they try to capitalize in with the games and everything. But the thing is, they're gonna make another game. They're gonna make another game. I don't know. I don't know how that is gonna be affect Destiny. Don't expect Destiny 3 because it's not gonna happen right now. That's not what they doing. It's not gonna be a Destiny 3. So you waiting for a Destiny 3. It's not gonna happen right now. Maybe next year. Maybe I don't know. They're gonna announce something, but right now it's not Destiny 3 or anything like that. That's something else that I don't get it, man. Games, those games like that, those attempts to have like a 1, 2, 3 part. Borderlands did Borderlands, but Borderlands was good because Borderlands was long. Like a first Borderlands has a ton of content. Like for people that play Borderlands, it was a time like man, we want something else, you know. If they came in with Borderlands 2, that it was super different from the first one. Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, they kind of look alike because it's Borderlands. It's the same IP, you know, but it's not the same at all. It's totally different. It's a totally different game from Borderlands 1 to Borderlands 2. Then the pre-sequel is totally different from Borderlands 2. It's like the same Borderlands 2 engine, but they did stuff like that with different mechanics. They did the gravity thing, the anti-gravity thing. People wasn't digging it. Like it doesn't. It didn't. It didn't fit in the Borderland lore. You know, it didn't fit. Like people just were like, wow, man, this air mechanics. You need like a air to keep yourself alive because you are in the moon. You're not in the air anymore. A lot of those little things like that people didn't like it. Like no, this is not gonna work for Borderlands and stuff like that. But it's the same. It's the same Borderlands, you know. It's the same. It kind of makes sense to do part one, part two, part three because part one has a lot of content. Part two has a lot of content too. The Borderlands pre-sequel, I believe, has a lot of content too. Maybe no more than part two and part one because part two and part one they just went crazy with content. You know, those are long games. Those are long games. So you try to do all the side quests and everything, you're gonna spend days playing the game non-stop. It's pretty long. But that doesn't happen with Destiny. The first problem that Destiny has was like the lack of content. Like people was grinding and repeating the same areas all over and over and over again. Something that didn't never happen with Borderlands. You know, only the first missions, the first part of Borderlands was super nice, super nice. Then the DLC came in with a lot of stuff, with a lot of stuff. Uh, I don't know. I don't want anything to fail. Anything looks beautiful, but it doesn't look different from a Destiny or from a Warframe game. It doesn't look different. It's like man, they're doing the same thing all over again. They're trying to go behind the Warframe, you know, Destiny. Uh, Success, you know, they're trying to go behind that. They're basically repeating the same thing. This is the thing that I don't like it from the gaming community. For a lot of companies, they're trying to repeat the same thing. Battle Royale came in, everybody wants to do a Battle Royale. Then you have like almost every single new game is a Battle Royale. And You know, the hero shooters came in. Everybody wants to do a hero shooter. The MOBA came in. Everybody wants to do a MOBA. Like really, man. Then you have you don't have no options to play. You know? Then you have to go to another genre of game or do another thing because everybody's doing the same thing. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I don't have no plan. The same thing I did with Destiny. I never touch it, even though I got it for free. I never touch it. The same thing is gonna happen to for Anthem. I don't know how to plan to play the game until I saw something. They say, "Oh, wait a minute, this is different." You know, this is something. They need to show that. They need to show that basically. They need to show that to the people that is not another Destiny clone. There is no Borderland kind of game because all those games are following the Borderland success. You know, the Warframe success. You know, the Destiny success. That's what they're following. If Anthem does good, man, every single company is gonna do his own Destiny, his own Anthem, his own uh, dungeon crawling looter shooter. I believe that they call it looter shooter, like, where the main objective is to get the loot. You know, I don't know, man. They gotta do something. They gotta innovate, man. They gotta do stop repeating. They gotta stop repeating the. It kind of get tired. You get only by watching you get kind of tired. Like, man, really? No. I'm a person that go. I know against the grinding or anything. I'm a person that likes to grind. I play games like Evil Online and Elite Dangerous that are Planet Side 2. There are games like people know those games are grinding. You know, you need to grind those games in order to play those games. You need to grind it. It's not like you don't have to. You have to repeat like the same songs over and over and over. You have to do like the same things over and over and over. But they, but even online and Elite Dangerous is kind of compelling. You know, it's kind of you're not forced to do the same thing over and over and over. You got the options to do it, but you don't have to. You know, like in the Elite Dangerous, people say, "Oh, it's grinding and everything," but you get money from doing very different things. You know, you don't have to. You can be. Right now, the game has so many activities, so many things to do that you can do one different thing every single day. Like you can mine one day, it just do mining that day. You're gonna learn about mining. You're gonna do mining and everything. Then the next day you can do exploration only, do exploration and everything. Then the next day you can do cargo runs. You know, like it's like that. Like you got so many content right now in the in the in the Elite Dangerous that you can basically you can basically do one different thing every day. Eh, is you're never gonna repeat activities. You know, you never. Of course, it's a cycle. It's a cycle. You know, because once you do one day of mining, one day of trading, one day of combat, one day of cargo run, one day of exploration. You know you're gonna run out of activities. You're gonna have to begin again. You know, but once you begin again to do that to repeat the things, you already have done a lot of stuff. You already have done like a lot of have a lot of money already. Like the community activities, community activities you can do too. Like you can do community activities too. This is another thing that you can do. in Elite Dangerous. Like you got so many options, you know. It's not like you're gonna be doing the same thing over and over and over. That's what I like it from those games I'm playing. Even lines like that too. Planet Side 2 is combat, but you got like a resources stuff that you can get. You got like a little bit more, but Planet Side 2 is like it's like a shooter. It's a shooter. Basically it's expected to be like that. You know they can add stuff. They can add more stuff, and I believe the case of Planet Side 2 is kind of complex because the Planet Side 2 always has been struggling with lag and everything because it's a different engine from other games. It's like the Force Light engine, which they created to do that, specifically created for that game for the Planet Side. Um, they are being careful. They are being careful not to put a lot of stuff because they don't wanna like destroy the experience, you know. But Black Side 2 is all about balance. It has like a layer of a strategy. You need to be careful not to break it by putting new stuff all the time, new content, and new stuff. You need to be super careful in that with the yeah. Planet Side 2 case is totally different because it's a different genre. It's a different almost everything. It's a different case. But in Planet Side 2 you can do many activities. It's not just fighting for the bases. It's not just capturing. You can be one day capturing bases, fighting for the capturing base. Another day you can be just fighting people without capturing, without going to capture any base, just by giving the support to the people. One day you can do a tank. You can be a tank driver, driving tanks. You can be a Sonder person. It's like a bus, a combat bus with guns and everything. They call it the Sonder. You can be just a driver of that vehicles. Sometimes I don't want to fight. I just gonna drive around people. I just get a Sonder. Stick to it, defending it and everything. Even in Planet Side, man, you got like many activities to do. They're trying to do the same thing with Destiny by adding like a multiplayer stuff, like a domination and stuff like that. But it kind of feels to me like a diff another game, like another game inside another game. It didn't feel like a part of the whole experience. Like it was something kind of that give you the idea that it's like a more stuff, but it wasn't part of the game. It wasn't like in the same map. You get to do this or anything. Destiny 2, I believe it does it better because include this in the maps, include those missions in the maps and everything. But I cannot talk like 100% because I never played Destiny. I always watch videos. Because don't get me wrong, I really wanted those games to be different, to be nice and everything. But the gameplay is always almost the same. Running and killing people, running, killing enemies, running, killing enemies. Go back by the loot, come back to the, basically you don't have like a. You got objectives, but it's like a something separate. Then you got this person that's talking to you all the time. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You rinse and repeat. Yeah, they need to come out with something. Something. You know what? They keep doing it. You know what? Anthem is coming. They don't. You know. You know what? Once is to capitalize on this kind of game because they know this kind of games exist. People like to play. Back in the day, it was like the dungeon crawlers, the Diablos, and games like that. Now it's like the Destinies and Borderlands and Warframe. Borderlands is so good, but people are not playing it. Are not playing. That's another complaint they have about the gaming community. Gaming community. You know, it happens. It happens to lawbreakers. Games so basically original, very unique. People like a unique experience are not getting the fan base behind it. You know, like this lawbreaker thing. Um, you know, that's one of the part they doing it because they know there are people willing to pay, willing to play those games. Another thing, another thing is this is a realistic thing. This is something that we cannot avoid. These kind of games like Destiny stuff, they're always gonna be around because it's always that spot is always has is it's always gonna be open. You know, once the people stop playing Destiny, who is gonna replace Destiny? Anthem, maybe now it's Anthem, but after Anthem, somebody else is have to come out with another version of those. You know, otherwise, Anthem is gonna be the only one. Or once the people get tired of playing Anthem, who's gonna be the next one? You know, it's like the MOBA. Who is doing the MOBA thing now? It's League of Legends. You know? In the MOBA, it's kind of different because you got like a many options right now, different MOBAs. You know, so you get tired of the League of Legends, you can jump into the Doras or Smite. You know, in the zombie one, who's doing it right now? They see want to do it. They see want to do it. I believe this is doing it good. But Left 4 Dead is the one. It's the one that is taking all the peoples. You know, Call of Duty is doing it. You know, still doing it, the zombie thing. But when people get tired of that, who is gonna do it? I don't I don't know. You know, Left 4 Dead is still there. You know, like the point is like you always gonna have games like that occupying that spot that he always from time to time is gonna be empty. You know, once people stop playing the like Fortnite, for example, another MOBA, maybe Ring of Deletion is gonna be the next one, maybe because you got people that play those games. This is the part of the I would say the gaming community is changing. Back in the days, we used to play the the awesome game of the moment. You know, oh, this game just came in. It's pretty famous. Everybody's jumping to play that. It doesn't matter if it was a shooter. It doesn't matter if it was a space game. That was the game that was hot. We had to play. Now it's not happening. Now, if you like Battle Royale, you stick to your Battle Royale games. You know, or maybe you're looking for another kind of Battle Royale game. People are sticking to their own genre. You know, so if I like a space, or I go to EVE Online, or go to Elite Dangerous, basically I'm not gonna be playing Mario 3D because this is not my thing. I am a space guy. You know, now you got those kind of stuff. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because that's part of the challenging on being a developer in the gaming community because maybe you got like 100 people playing a spaceship that they only care about spaceship. And then you got 100 people that play like a Mario Brothers, for example. They only want to play Mario Brothers. You know. Then you came in with another kind of game that almost nobody played, like a better original idea, like Battleborn or something like that. You need to begin to create that community because that community doesn't exist. So you basically need to begin to create that community with with new people because they with new people entirely because the people that is doing the battle jazz, the people that is doing the spaceship, the people that is doing it's not gonna jump into your game to play it because that it's not the genre. That is not what they wanted to play. You know, that is not what they're looking for. That happens right now with the Destinies and stuff like that. There is a crowd of people that play that kind of game, that Warframes, the Destinies, you know. So you're always gonna have that kind of games coming up. It doesn't matter if they do good, they do bad. It's always a company gonna try to capitalize in this. You know, always you're gonna have people trying to capitalize in the battle royale, in the MOBAs, because now we got those divisions. You know, we got those. Now in the gaming community, we got those divisions. We got those different stuff. We are no people are not jumping from one genre to another genre anymore. They stick to one, and that's it. The It's kind of nice in some way, but in another way, it's like kind of it's spreading like the whole community, the whole people thing is spreading between all those genres because now we got more genres than ever. You know, we got first-person shooters, we got mobile, we got battle royales, we got all kind of categories. You know, all kind of categories. We got the no visual novels. We got that has been around forever, but now because we got places like Steam, GOG, and stuff like that. Now that people know more about those, they jumping, they jumping into different places. You know, sometimes they just stick to the game. Spreading is getting spread. The gaming community, the people, the game is getting spread. Mobile was another reason why a lot of people stop playing consoles or PC games. You know, I know people they stop playing PC games altogether. They just playing consoles or they just playing mobile because it's easier. You know, mobile you start this game, you play your game. You know, and people that play mobile games they kind of know how to deal with all the waiting that the mobile games make you do. You know, they kind of deal with it. I got friends that play Clash of Clans. That it is the it is his game. You know, they don't play no more nothing else. They play Clash of Clans. Sometimes they play in the. Oh, you have to wait 24 hours to get this thing. They just know how to deal with it. They just wait for it, or they just go do something else, and you know they deal with it. You know, it's a problem for me. Maybe it's a problem for you because you came from PC. You play PC, you or console. You don't see those things over there. Maybe in the games you play, but for them, that what they do is that mobile, or they move into mobile. They deal with it. They don't care, man. That is happening, man. In the gaming community, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of difficult to explain because it's not a general thing. It's a specific thing. Not everybody is in the same way. You still has a lot of people that jump into the next trend, you know, that jump into the next stuff. Like, it doesn't matter the kind of game you do. If you do it good, you're gonna find a lot of people. You know, they're gonna play. They're gonna play. But sometimes the gaming community feels like it's just a bunch of people. It's not a lot of people, but it's a lot of people. It's millions and millions of people. You can easily see by watching the Steam charts. You know, you can go to Steam over here. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know, but they used to have stats. I don't know how they cannot take them out. They used to have like a song stats that tells you over here stats. As you can see, current players, you see the numbers. Every single game. Counter Strike 360,000. Dota 2 360,000. Playing on 200,000. some class number is 70,000, so on, so on, so on. You, you see how the gaming community spread between games. This is the games only in the Steam. Blizzard has his own group of people, you know. Epic Games has his own group of people, you know. Just because you see a Steam with those numbers, don't believe this is the whole gaming community. GOG has his own group of people. Origin, all of those, you know. You cannot see the stats. Blizzard has his own group of people. Activision has his own group of people, you know. That is not here. So the gaming community is huge. The gaming community is huge. It's huge. You still you still find those people that are willing to jump into a new experience and a new stuff. Well, people, this thing is. I thought this thing is gonna be like super difficult to do, but it was kind of easy. It was kind of simple. It's like simple, kind of simple. A picture, you know. It's kind of easy. It's picture thing. It's not difficult. It's not that difficult. I thought it's gonna be like a more harder to do, like a more like it's gonna take a more time. But I believe this thing is almost done. This thing is almost done. Yeah, the talk show stream after this streams. Uh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to do it. You know, it's later on. It's gonna be after 5 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Yeah, I really wanna do it because I really wanna talk about the projects that we are doing over here, the Lubricants Harbor, the Domino Rising video games that we are doing. You know, there's just so many things that we are doing in the channel for free for you guys. You know, that, that we want. I want to talk about all those so you know what. But you get like the best idea what Backward TV, what this channel is about. You know, it's about giving value to the community. We're trying to we're doing many sacrifices in order for you to give you things. You know, give you games and art books and stuff produced by us or basically produced by me. Basically, you know. Uh, when I begin this project, I really give it the idea, beginning with the idea of people joining, you know, that people will join and work in the place and everything. But people at times is super is super difficult too, you know, just like me, just like my time. Other people's, especially my viewers, make so much sacrifice to come to the channel. Sometimes they don't have no time to work on other people's projects or stuff like that. It's kind of hard. People gonna say thank you. I'll take a minute to say thank you to the people that subscribe to my channel, people that support my channel, which is pretty awesome dudes that support my channel. You know, I'm gonna say thank you to Fuzzy Justice for the support every single month, which is very nice, pretty awesome. Uh, Keep it up, Miss Fuzzy Justice. Really appreciate it that you support my channel every single month. I'm gonna say thank you to Hasugiden too, for subscribing to my channel. Give me support every single month, which is pretty nice. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, those people are the ones that support my streams. We are not getting paid by the developers on any of those games or those programs. Anything. It's just one of the things we do is to try to build community. You know, try to build community because it feels bad. It feels bad when a product that you like it doesn't have the community behind, you know, or doesn't have the support behind it. The developer has to say bye bye. you ending jumping to another product, you ending jumping to another place because the product you used to use is no more. That's one of the things that happens with low breakers. That it becomes a times where almost nobody was playing it, and the developer has to close the game. So people like me that used to play the game all the time, uh, we ending with no game. We ending with no game. So sometimes just by playing the game, you are supporting. Sometimes just by coming to the stream and watching the stream, you're supporting. Because something that a lot of people has to realize is the people is the one that has the power to keep things going. So the people don't play the game disappears. People don't watch the channels disappear. It doesn't matter how much you watch. It doesn't matter if you like it. See, people doesn't do it. No, I like it. I like to stream. I like to do this thing. But see, people stop coming to the channel and everything, what's gonna happen? Like one day, I'm gonna have to stop doing this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I like it a lot. One day, if people not coming, one day I had to move on. Eh, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that stuff like that is happening all the time with games, with websites, with tools. Because it's not just game. We're talking about tools too. We're talking about programs too that used to use back in the days. They don't not working anymore. They don't know, those programs doesn't exist anymore. The, Basically, the developer has to close those programs. And kind of feel bad, kind of feel bad that a program that maybe was super awesome, how you get not to use anymore because it wasn't having the support behind it. It is people has the ones that has the power, to keep games alive, to keep stuff alive. If they don't support it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So people don't support it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the Titan logo thingy. I had to look for water. I need some water, man. Yeah, this is the Titan, like a logo thing that the Titan has in the back. Supposed to be in the back of the Titan. Just what I did with the other classes. That thing behind it. It tells you the class. Every single class have one different. We're doing one. This one is for the Titan, and it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice. It is looking pretty nice. Let me see something. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. I thought it's gonna be harder to do it. Yeah, if you compare with the original, it's totally different. We're trying to keep it like that, not to do like a one-to-one representation of the ingots because we are not trying to copy nothing over here. We're just trying to do some tribute to the game. The Lawbreakers was a pretty nice game. Do something for the community. This is totally free. It's not like we are selling this. This is totally free for the people that come into my channel. So So they got something that I can remember about the game. You know, Lawbreakers was pretty awesome games. A lot of people that came to the channel, most of them they're not coming no more. They used to come from Lawbreakers only. Yeah, like there is a lot of people that not coming no more because I don't Lawbreakers no more. So for it kind of makes sense for them to not coming no more. But I don't know if they decide to coming back. They got this album they can download it for free. Um, do whatever they want with it. Do whatever they want with. There's a it's a way for me to say thank you to the peoples. And this is it's looking pretty nice. At least I liking it and the way it looking, you know. The way I'm doing things over here, kinda liking it. It is no it is no it doesn't look super crappy. It doesn't look pretty bad. I thought when I begin this I thought man this is gonna be awful. It's gonna be pretty bad. Kinda liking it. Some people liking it a lot. That's why it gave me the motivation to continue doing this every single Sunday. A lot of people are liking it a lot. Like, man, this is gonna be super awesome when you finish. And stuff like that. Will give me the motivation to continue forward, man. Which is, I really appreciate those people that support this kind of stuff. Yeah, I just trying to do the fastest I can, you know. Since I begin doing it like one page or not one page every single week, but to work every single week in this. It was like a one day in a week working. If we're trying to keep it like that, you know. But right now we are going a little bit faster, you know. Almost every single week we're trying to do it. No fail, without fail days, without skipping days because we want to finish this and put this in the link over there, you know, so people can download and everything. We don't wanna take more time to finish this. There is still plenty of characters that we need to put in the Lawbreaker server. There is plenty of stuff that we need to put over there still, you know. But we want at least I'll do a lot of them, put it there, you know, so you can begin watching or reading whatever, or having whatever you want to do with it. Art books are pretty nice, man, because art book you got this collection of pictures, drawings. That you can check it out. We're gonna be updating this thing. This is not gonna be like the final version, like it's gonna stay like that. One thing I wanna do is like check it out every single character once I done. Check now that we got like the basic shapes for every single character, the basic idea. We wanted like to come back and fix. I got the original sketches, the original sketches of all of this, so I can come back and fix things, you know, put things, take out things, you know, then upload it again to the album, so you know, put something. Oh, we made some change to the album, re-download it again, you know, stuff like that. Um, yeah, this is gonna be an ongoing process, just like again, because you can do it. I can do it. It's a digital thing, you know. That's why I don't recommend you to print this kind of stuff because it's still changing, and basically you're gonna be printing. So you print one, so you print like this version, and then I update it with better graphics or better stuff. then you're gonna have to print it again. I don't want you to be wasting your money. You can do it maybe later on when we say, oh man, the art book is pretty nice. Maybe next year the art book is pretty nice. I don't believe I'm gonna do more changes. Pretty good, People are happy and everything. Maybe in that time you can go forward and print it. But at this moment, it's not recommended for you to do stuff like that. And now I'm cleaning a little bit, pictures and everything. I used to flatten the layers and put it only like a one layer for the thing. But I don't know if we're gonna do in this version. There's so many little artifacts that I need to fix. Yeah, those things. I made a mistake on drawing on top of those. Now it's like I did. Kind of did it. But it's always good to begin every single project you do, every single drawing. It's always good to begin with a sketch. It's a way for you to to help the brain to convey the idea. So you don't do sketches. You basically it's gonna be so you go like a director from your head. You don't do sketches. You don't do the first steps. It's gonna be hard to do a drawing, whatever 3D modeling, or whatever you wanna do. You need to do a sketch. You need to plan. A sketch basically to give you like a you can do a strategy. Okay, let me do this first. Let me do that later. Let me do it in this way because it looks better. You begin to visualize when you do a sketch. You begin to visualize all the work. You begin to see how the things are gonna like at the final product. You begin to see it without having the final product. It's pretty important. You're gonna do a 3D model, whatever. Even though stuff like this that is already done for somebody else, you just like a redoing it. Even stuff like that, you need to you need to take that step and oh man, it's not gonna happen. How am I gonna delete those things? Oh, I believe I had to redo this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to another layer in the middle because it's just only the. But I don't remember what was the line. Was 20? Well, yeah, I believe it was 20. Yeah, it's better. It's better now. Um, Let me erase some stuff. Yeah, you need to do the sketches. You cannot avoid that part of the. Let me hide this. You can avoid that step. It's very important. So you avoid it, you're not gonna get the final product. If you get it, it's not gonna be good. In a way to do even though you're doing something that you are looking at like this, that is not like a 100% for my brain or anything like that. You need to, in some ways, you need to do like a little sketch, do like a little sketch. Oh, those corners are perfect. I need to do something with those corners because those corners are crazy bad. And I gotta do something with those corners. I round it. If they don't, do like around the corners in these things. I'm supposed to be round it like that. I put a little bit like that. Yeah, it's not gonna look like a perfect. I'm not trying to do it perfect, but because I really want it. Imperfections in this kind of jobs are very important because that's the way you prove it was remade by somebody else. It wasn't not like a copy. Because even though it has so many imperfections, even though it's not like the original at all, some people can get confused. Say, "Oh man, you're taking the IP for somebody else. You're taking the work for somebody else." It's not like that. We are redrawing. I'm feeling kind of sad that the company Bosque Production has to close and everything, but even though I wasn't getting the support, economical support from them, they were pretty support. They were supporting other ways by talking to me and everything. They were very happy about this. They were like pretty happy that we were doing this. Unfortunately, the company is no more. I know a lot of developers. A lot of people used to work over there. I don't know if they are still interested in some lubric sharp, but it was pretty nice. It was very nice back in the days. Basically, to have like to have the support, which is pretty nice. Yeah, because support is not supposed to be like only money support. It could be acknowledgement. It can be like authorization to do things. Oh, those corners, man, it's always stay like a crazy. Those corners over there are getting crazy. Let me see if I can put it like 10. Try to about 5 maybe. I have to go like a more like that. This one is pretty good. This one is not that bad. But the one in the top is very good. But I'm still struggling. this one. It's better. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, or at least give it the idea. It has to be perfect. It looks pretty good. At least what I wanted to, at the point that I wanted to do it, is looking nice. Because again, I'm not looking to do. Oh, I close it. Can I close it? Yeah, I don't want it to do like a one-to-one representation of the thing. I just wanted to get close to the original, to get the most close as I can without confusing people into thinking that this is the original, you know. So that's why keeping imperfections and this kind of stuff is pretty important. So people can detect, oh no, this is not the original. The original it has these dimensions, has these things over here, it has these things over here, you know. People that doesn't pay attention like 100%, doesn't, and wasn't part of the community like 100%, can get confused, you know. People can believe that these are the original assets for the game. That's why I'm doing it in the streams. I don't want to do this outside of the stream. That's why I'm doing it in the streams. You know. That's one of the reasons I'm doing it in the streams, because I want people know, so people know that this is not the original ones. Very important for me, at least. This is like that, basically. Yeah. Well, to put it there, it's pretty good for the basically the beginning, you know. Wow, it's gonna be hard to get that color again. That gray thing, it's gonna be hard to get it. Let's see if I can. I'm not supposed to do a gray. I don't know why. I get like kind of confused because I'm not supposed to do it gray like that. I'm supposed to. Yeah, I messed it up, man. I'm not supposed to do a gray. It's supposed to be black and then transform to gray. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be black transforms to gray. No. I had to do it again. Had to do it this thing again. Yeah, the most simple shape is the one that almost all the time, like this is the most problematic. It's the most problematic one. Always the most simple shapes. This thing has to be black. This thing supposed to be black. And no gray like that. Because yeah, it's supposed to be gray, but me, I'm not supposed to do it like a gray directly, you know. I'm supposed to supposed to do it black, then change the opacity. That's the best way. So you can get like a pretty awesome color behind it. So you can get the proper gray color in all the thing, you know. Oh, those corners, man, it's always a problem. It's 20. Let's see if I can fix this thing. Oh no, it's not 20. It's like a. Oh, it's 20, but I don't put it 20. I put it like a 200. I wanna finish this in this streams before I begin the other stream. I'm not pretty sure if we're gonna do the start show, but whatever. Check out my Twitters. I'm kind of tired too. But I highly recommend that you check out my Twitters for if I decided not to do it, so you know. Yeah, the prayer was like last night. I didn't sleep good. Weight champions games, people just kill me all the time, so I get like a I get like a very angry about it. Erase. When I erase these lines. Yeah, it was better. Super better, man. Let me see if I can redo this one. That's better. Wow. Now this one has to be 50. Yeah, you see? That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It's better now. Now how to erase those things. Let me put 5. Lower the shape of the thickness of the point, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, but good enough. No, because when I do my designs and stuff like that, I don't do designs to sell. I do more. This is like more a passion thing, entertainment thing, hobby thing that I do. But when I do my thing is, I try not to go like a super perfect because. You kind of lost the entertainment value of since you go like a super perfect, you know. This is not what I want to. Let's see if I can move a little bit to the other side. Yeah, I don't want to do things like that. It lost like an entertainment value or begin to feel like a job or something. I really want to be entertained, so one way for me to do is not to be so strict in the designs that I do, in the things that I do, not to be like so strict. Oh, this is looking good. I believe it's done. Let me do the last test. The last test. I believe I can Yeah, the last test is to put it the lady on top, the lady Titan, or in the middle of the lady Titan. We do a layer to paint it white. It's very important to separate the logo design from the characters. You know, this is like the fastest way that I found to do it. Is to do it like that, and then begin to erase all the things. Let me take 1 minute, people. I'm coming back. Take 1 minute and coming back, so don't go anywhere. No, you're gonna continue doing this. Yeah, I'm back, people. Yeah, I'm back from. I was looking for some water. Some water. I don't know. When I'm talking, when I pass like a 2 3 hours talking straight, you get pretty tested. get very thirsty. It's kind of difficult to do the talking with when you are thirsty. I hope you are having fun today in this art stream. Streams that we do every single Sunday. We're doing the lubricant art book. I was thinking about after the lubricant art book do like the gaming streams, the Domino Rising streams. But it's not gonna be now. It's gonna be later on. Oh, there is a way. There is a way to change the because this tip I don't like it. Let me see. Interface. Yeah, this tip that I have, I don't like it. It's too precise. Yeah, it's not precise at all. Precise tablet. Let me see if this. Oh no, I'm not gonna. It's not the. Yeah, it's not the. Cursors. Oh, precise. You see? When I use the outline. That's what I was looking for, the outline. Yeah, because I used to have it one day, no anymore. Say, what? Disappeared from nowhere. So I was looking for it, man, what this thing when? I used to have this precise, this outline kind of thing that was it's pretty awesome. Or kind of disappear. Yeah, that's so it reveals little by little the thing is, I always oh yeah, I had to be careful not to do the cat there. I totally forget about it. Because the white thing in the middle of the cat, I want to preserve it. That's the main objective. Is to preserve the white thing in the cat. The white parts inside the characters. Gotta preserve it. Yeah, I mean, this is 50. Yeah, this is 50 opacity. This is gonna be I don't wanna do 50, maybe 60. Yeah. But there is no, it has to be like a 80. So it's different from the outline, but it's not black. It's not 100% black, because you kind of get confused with the character. I believe that like that is pretty good. Yeah, I had to erase the back because it's getting missed. Yeah, you're not gonna see like a 100% the picture behind it, but you're gonna have the idea that that's the picture of the title. I can put I can put like a little in the corner in every single page, the same thing in the single, so you can see it better. But the one in the back is gonna be in the back like that. Pretty awesome. Take a little bit from the gun. The first face that I did for the lady, it was really nice. It was all, like it looks more like her. But I really like it this one because this one looks like a more striking. You know. She's like a look more mean. She looks more mean this one with the other one. The other one was like a looking better. It was looking better, but this one looks like a more meaner. The mean part of her is very important because she's not a mean person, but it's a person that is difficult to deal with because she's just pretty. Oh yeah, there's a problem right there. So I have to. This is the one I have to. I have to move a little bit in the center. That's what I'm doing. Trying to move a little bit more in the center. Yeah, because her picture behind it has like a lot of black. The whole thing. It has like a lot of black. It's kind of difficult to understand. I kind of understand it because I know how the thing goes. But for another person. For a new person, it's kind of difficult to understand what's going on behind it, you know. I had to delete those ones there, and I get confused. And that makes everything confused. Yeah. That's how it is. That's how it goes. Yeah, because the cat because this cat the design is almost like a black. It's pretty simple. Kind of difficult to show. You don't see the face, you don't see the arms. It's kind of hard to see those details because she's in the front. You have to take them out. See, take them out like that. You begin to see. But when she's standing in the front, because she's standing in the front. It's gonna be hard for people to understand what's going on, you know. That's why I'm gonna see if I can put it like in the page, like in the Lawbreakers art book. For the Vanguard, it doesn't happen a lot because the Vanguard is like a my skinny, my little girl, you know, my skinny. But I'm gonna put over there like a little one too. a little icon over here and some corners for everyone, so people can see the proper, you know. For a lot of those guys, it's not that bad, but for the Titan lady, it's kind of difficult to see. She's big. She's a big person. Let me save. I believe this thing is pretty old. It's just it's already. It's good already. It is good enough. Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, the inside of the thing over here is supposed to be like a black or black. I don't want to get confused with the black with the main characters. You know, kind of get confused if you put like a more black. 90% or 80% is the way to go. 85 maybe. Yeah. It's the way to go. Kind of look like a something crazy back. It doesn't understand. It doesn't understand, but that's why you're gonna put it like a little bit over here too, so people can understand it. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty awesome. Well, people, I think we are done over here. It's looking good. This is gonna be the first page. This is the first page of the Titan class for our Lawbreakers output that we're doing over here. So you see some imperfection stuff like we're gonna leave it like that, like this little imperfection stuff. We're gonna leave it like that. After later on, we can come back and fix it. Right now, we wanted to make possible we can have like the initial idea, put all those characters first, just to have like the initial idea how we're gonna do things, and then polish a little bit more. Yeah, this is gonna be an ongoing process. It's not something that we are gonna just do it one day or anything. It's gonna be an ongoing process. This is the first page of the Lawbreaker of the Titan lady. The next stream, the next weekend, we're gonna do the second page. We're gonna begin the second page for the Titan lady. You see, I still doesn't have the position, but I'm gonna look at internet. The internet has a lot of nice pictures of the characters of Lawbreakers. A lot of Lawbreaker stuff on internet. Because people like it again, you know. People like it again. People didn't like the state of the community. It was more of the problem than anything. You know, the state of the community was like a. Basically, the company didn't build community behind it. They built a pretty awesome game. The community behind it wasn't managed properly. That's why the game suffered a lot. But people like it again. That's why you got a lot of pictures in the internet. A lot of then like a developers, they make sure to spread a lot of stuff. They weren't going in the right direction. They were talking to the community all the time. They were pretty good talking to the community, but it was like the management of the community. It wasn't good. Like the information that it was like a very necessary for the community to engage in the game or to get new people into the game and stuff like that. It wasn't clear. It wasn't that clear stuff. Little things, man. Little things. They tackled on the most complex stuff, but they didn't tackle the little things. That was, I believe, part of the problem. Yeah, very nice, huh? Well, people, gonna say thank you to the people that come into the streams. Gonna say thank you to Mr. Ray Kings. Thank you for coming. It was pretty nice, pretty awesome. Mr. Ray King that said came in early. He said hello, which is pretty nice. Thank you, Ray King, for your support. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna say thank you to the people that support my streams every single month with a mercy. Yeah, we are not getting paid by the developers of any of the products that we promote over here. We wish something like that happens, but the real support came in from our viewers, people that came over here to be with us, to have fun and everything. So I'm gonna say thank you to Miss Fossey Joseph for your support every single month without mercy, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna say thank you to Hasso Guido too. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. Hasso Guido. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that you support my streams every single month without mercy, even though you are a streamer too, which is pretty awesome. No, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. Yeah, keep it on, man. It really makes it helping me to continue forward. It's helping me to continue forward. People remember the follows my tweets. You know? If you comment now, let me put it again. So you comment now to the streams, so you can follow my Twitter. I put everything I do in this channel. I put it on my Twitter. So check it out. Check it out. Even though maybe you see my Facebook over here, I am not that active in my Facebook. I do my Twitter is like my main social media right now. People was asking me, oh, what about Discord and everything? Discord is pretty nice, but at time, man, I don't have no time to do like a Twitter Discord. I spend so much time on Twitter doing like networking and everything. Then jump into the Discord. No, I spent like 2-3 hours on Twitter, so then like I jump into the score. After that, 3 more hours maybe. It's like a lot, you know. It's like I used to do it like a couple minutes, but now we got like so many stuff. Like we got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got Discord, we got Instagram, we got this, we got that. It's too much, man. It's too much. We got the Twitches, a lot of social media stuff. You calculate, you actually easily spend one whole day only jumping from one social media to another social media. People follow the outrage Twitter. It's in the chat already. Pretty awesome software, highly recommended by me. People tell me, oh, because you don't use this free one. Why you don't use this free one? The free ones are pretty nice. They're pretty nice, but I don't really like this one because this one it kind of simulate real life, you know, real life approaches. As you saw, it is pretty cool. One thing that let me see if I can. So you really want to like feel like you are using. Go to course and put here tool. Like you see. You got an eraser, look over there, eraser. Like you got a proper eraser. You see? How they change the eraser to a proper eraser thing, you know? Let me see. You know, you got, like look at, this is a oil pencil thing, you see? How you simulate like a real life brushes? She'd even animate a little bit to give you like a taste of a proper brush with the direction and everything. You know, it's pretty nice. No all softwares out there do things like that. Even the free ones doesn't have those kind of, look at the pencil, you know, the kind of textile kind of like a contextual stuff, you know, that makes everything like a more easier, more good. I'm gonna do it back in the future. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna use the rounded thing. I'm gonna use this one. It's like a more beautiful, you know, like a more nice stuff. Super nice. Simulate real life tool stuff. That's the best part I like it from this. That's why I don't use the free ones. You got options right now, and it's the best moment now to use digital painting, gaming, whatever things you do. But you need to choose your tools. You know, you can be jumping from one to one because you're never gonna learn nothing. You should stick to one, learn it pretty good. You know? This is very affordable. This is very good. Simulate real life approaches, which is my main reason I use it. You know, you got other ones that does the same thing, but it's like a look at this guy with a real painting in our race, joking about it. Yeah. You got the same. You got same softwares that do basically the same, but they are super expensive. They are super expensive. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. Oh look, I believe this one is the one for Android. Yeah, because this software you can use in Android, you know, and Android and iOS. Look at how beautiful they got like the tools over here. Yeah, I'd rather have those tools in this place. I don't know how to change the colors and everything to the other side. Because I really like to have my tools in one side. I have to check it out how I can do it. See? See how you see like a real life brushes, which is pretty nice. Oh, look at the same options. You know, you got the precise, the outline, the tool, which is pretty nice. It's an awesome game. It's an awesome. It feels like a game. It's an awesome software. And yeah, it feels like a game because you gotta look at this is for the movie Blade Runner. Yeah, you see like the real brushes, real life brushes. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. So check out the Twitter for our race. It's over there in the chat. And check it out the Twitter for Wacom tablet, which is a pretty nice tablet that you can use to do all those crazy designs, you know, and everything. The Twitter there is a lot of content, you know, so you can learn how these things works. You know, all the 50% off and everything that they do, they put over there too. It's basically better than the website because you got community content like this. You got content from the company. You got information about the specials and everything. Look at this. There's somebody drawing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You see? It's pretty awesome. People use it for books, for anime, for animations, for everything. It's pretty awesome. Once you got one of those tablets, combine it with R-Ray or whatever other software out there, you can do great things, man. You can do awesome stuff. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, huh? A lot of people doing things almost like a paper. Almost like a paper. Feels like a paper. The one I have doesn't feel like a paper because the one I have it was one of the first ones. It feels like a plastic. But this one's pretty awesome. The Intuo, this one. Basically, the one I have is one of those. Pretty old. It's like the Graphite 4. It's no more. It's no longer available in the company, but you can find it. You can find it out there. It's everywhere. Because those tools, why they are expensive? Why they are so expensive? Let me tell you why. I got mine like for 10 years plus. It's still rocking like a hurricane. It's still working fine for me. The drivers and everything is working fine. Kind of I had a little problem with the drivers because it's too old, so I had to use the old ones. Good thing it was for this Windows 10. It works like I took it. As long as you got your original CDs, you are good because the ones I downloaded from the website didn't work at all. The ones for the CD, the ones for the CD, it was pretty good, but the ones for the website didn't work for me. So you basically need to you keep your CDs, all the things that came with the tablet in a pretty safe place in order to keep using it. It's pretty awesome. Check it out. Check it out. People, remember we got a giveaway February 20. The only thing you have to do is to watch the streams. Every time you watch the streams, you get points, bad points over here. Remember, it's not bits, it's not subs. It's bad points that you get it by watching the streams. There is no way for you to pay for the giveaway. There is no way for you to get forward just by giving bigs or anything like that. No. It's just by watching the streams. That's the only way you get bad points, which is different than the bits and the subs. Bad points is like my own currency. Is you getting it by watching the streams. You know. You get those points every time you watch. Like you get like a 1 point every 10 minutes. So if your name is over here, automatically you put your name over here. So you got enough point. You know, you need to be over here in the board. You need to have like a 215 right now because those people are grinding. People are grinding the thing, you know, taking the points all the time. They never miss out streams, which is pretty good. You need to have like a more than 215. Once your name is in the leaderboard on February 20, you get a 25 Steam gift card or 25 PayPal donations. You need to keep your name in the leaderboards by comment every day until that date. You know, otherwise somebody else can take your place. So you're not coming. It's February 20. Si you are new, if your name is in the leaderboard, please send me a friend request to a Steam gift card. Si you wanna go for the 25 Steam gift card. Why is that? Because Steam has a 3 days policy that we need to wait for it. In order for me to give you the loot, you need to be like my friend for 3 days. Si you wait until February 20 to send me the friend request, it's gonna be a problem because you're gonna get the loot not in February 20, you're gonna get it in 23, 24, 25, whatever, after February 20. It happens to a couple people over here. I know one that happens to you. So send me friend request as soon as possible. So you don't have no problem, you know. I know a lot of you guys are lurking and everything. Maybe you not pay attention. That's why I say every day. So you can by accident or I don't know hear what I'm trying to say because those couple guys that have to wait after for return to get the loot. They totally weren't listening to me. What I was talking about they have to wait like a lot. I don't want that to happen to you, so try to send the friend request way before. Yeah, it's 25 PayPal donation or 25 Steam gift card, which is gonna be pretty awesome. So you wanna go for the PayPal, 25 PayPal donation. You just have to give me the email address that comes connected to the PayPal. So the email address that you use to create the PayPal. That's what they got to give me for me to send you the 25 Steam gift card. It's kind of simple. It's pretty awesome. You don't have to put commands. You don't have to go to another website to put like a register over there or anything like that. It's pretty awesome. So try to get these things, you know. I wanna say thank you to Foster Chester for support. Thank you Hasugido for your support. I already said like many times today. Yeah, Ricky Sarbus. I'm gonna say thank you to the people that was hosting my stream today. It's pretty awesome group of people hosting my streams without mercy, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. I'm gonna say thank you to Miss Fuzzy Justice for the host. Miss Fuzzy Justice for the host. Thank you for hosting my stream. That was pretty nice, pretty awesome that you hosted my streams today. Basically giving me a free advertisement to all the people, so people know what we're doing up here. What we're doing up here. I wanna say thank you to Emerit. Thank you for. Oh, I got the name. Emerit, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. Keep it up, man. It really makes me happy. Give me motivation to continue forward. Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you to Sufficient Geometry. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bring people to the stream. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. Keep it up, Mr. Sufficient Geometry. I'm really looking forward to see you one day in the streams, which is gonna be pretty nice. I'm gonna say thank you to Code Diva. Thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome. The Code Diva coming to with the host, making sure everybody knows about what we're doing over here, which is, I believe we're doing pretty awesome stuff over here. Pretty awesome stuff. I don't know if you agree with me, but it's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome. Thank you to Mr. Jojo, Mr. Demonicated Giant. Thank you for the host too. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that you hosting my streams without mercy. Every single month, you know, every single time that I can do my streams, you came over here and help me, you know, with spreading the word about my channel. This is pretty awesome. Miss Sorceress too. Miss Sorceress is always hosting my stream, which is pretty nice. Made me happy. You know, it made me happy. You know, it kinda show me that tomorrow's gonna be alright. Tomorrow's gonna be alright. Yeah. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Marico X, spreading the word on my channel too. Pretty nice, pretty awesome. He's a pretty good streamer too. Check it out. Yep, all those guys I'm telling you are streamers. They stream pretty awesome games. So you should check it out. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Marico X. I'm gonna say thank you to AC House, AC80, 76 2F. Pretty awesome guy. They used to play Lawbreakers with Assassin Lady, killing everybody without mercy. Yeah, it was too good. He was like a Split guy. Split was another guy that was killing everybody without mercy. Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you to AC80 for the host. It's really nice, really awesome. Keep it up. I'm gonna say thank you to White Lightning. Thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that you keep hosting my stream. It's really nice. I'm gonna say thank you to you. Keep it up, Mr. White Line. It really helps me to continue forward. I'm gonna say thank you to Lashiles. Thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. Thank you for spreading the word about my channel, bringing more people to this game. This is always awesome. Always awesome. And I believe Eagle All Day. I almost forgot about Eagle All Day. Thank you for the host. For the host, Mr. Eagle All Day. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that you hosting my streams. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. I really appreciate the host without mercy. It really is basically giving me free advertisement to my channel, which is I really appreciate. Yeah, and I believe I don't got no more people hosting my streams. Yeah, always every single time I streams, like it's a lot of people hosting my streams, which is it really makes me happy. It is pretty good, it's pretty nice. Yeah. How's welcome to the stream, Mr. How's welcome to the streams. How's says you didn't tweet out the stream today. Oh no. I didn't tweet the stream today. After a while I forgot about it. Yeah, after that I noticed and I said, oh man, I didn't tweet the stream. Yeah, it's very important to tweet the streams, but sometimes I forgot about it. You know, sometimes I forgot about it. Today I didn't do it because I came pretty late. Pretty late I came into the streams. We already have 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, 1 second, 1 minute. Yeah, today I came in pretty late to the stream. Um, I didn't want to lose any time, you know. I want to jump in to do this thing, trying to finish today because it was taking longer. It was taking a lot of time for me to finish this thing. So I didn't want it to waste time. So I jumped in right away into the thingies, you know. But that's okay. That's okay, you know. You are a person. You're a person that always come into my streams. So one day you missing my streams for this is good, you know. This is no, it's not bad at all. Especially if you have to do stuff. So you have to do stuff. I highly recommend it to do your stuff way before coming to the streams because I don't want people to get like a hurt or anything. Like I miss, you know. I don't want people like came over here having to do all the things, you know. I always recommend to the people that do the things that they have to do. They then coming back to the stream. I believe it's the way it's supposed to. Yeah. But on weekends, I always say try to keep notifications on. Try to come in from time to time to my channel to see if I'm alive because that's the weekends. That's the only way that you maybe can catch up with my streams. You know, by coming from time to time to check it out, see if I am alive. You know, the best way is one of the best ways is the Twitter, but sometimes I will forget. Sometimes I will forget about it. How's sorry I missed out. I stayed up way too late last night. I'm finally going through all my low breakers footage to make montage videos so I can get my gigabytes back. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I erased the other day a bunch of videos in order to in order to install Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to do the streams yesterday. I had to erase a lot of low breakers videos that I already uploaded to YouTube's. So I I went to erase those because I need a space in my hard disk too. People was complaining about Anthem that it has a lot of space. It takes a lot of space from your hard disk too. Um, it's becoming a problem. That every single game is like so many. Every single game is like so many gigabytes and stuff like that. That is becoming a crazy thing. Developers need to be careful with that, man. Because Anthem, it looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but those are gigabytes textures. You know, it's gigabytes and gigabytes of textures that for a lot of people it's gonna be a problem. For me, it's gonna be a problem. Well, I'm not planning to play that game because it's basically a Destiny with another face. But for a lot of people that are really planning to that, yeah, they are hurting right now. They're like, man, I just installed that demo. It has like so many gigabytes. I don't know how much the amount. It's more than 60 gigabytes, I believe, which is it's a pretty crazy amount. It's a pretty crazy amount. I don't know. I don't know what the developers are thinking. Hasuki, yeah, I was getting to the point where the updates wouldn't download because I was full. So I'm trying to be a single player game so I can uninstall and considering my low breakers footage from full streams to mainly highlights. Hasuki, for real, 50 gigabytes is like a lot, but I can't accept about that being the maximum. But they're starting to get like a 70, 80 gigabytes regularly. That feels and it's drive not yeah. somebody in YouTube was talking about it. It looks like we're gonna have to buy one SSD every single game. Like for every single game, he had to buy like one SSD because it's getting crazy. Look at my list in Steam. I had to uninstall Elite Dangerous, all the other games. I only have those little ones, because I don't wanna try to making space, trying to make a space. I have a lot of stuff online, but still, man, still it's like crazy. For me to install Call of Duty, I have to delete a lot of games, a lot of stuff. It's pretty crazy. Call of Duty is like it's almost 70. Call of Duty is just too much space. Yeah, I don't know. They should separate the blackout part from the multiplayer. I don't play multiplayer in Call of Duty. I play only the blackout part. So they should give it away for the people to delete the multiplayer part, to stay with the blackout part only, because that's the only part I'm playing right now. The zombie part could be, because they taking so much. That's why he takes a lot of space, because they got a multiplayer, the zombie, and like a 3-game modes. But because the games now has like those graphics, those crazy graphics, they need to be separated. They need to be separated. Now it kind of making sense to separate the game modes and separate the games, because it's getting crazy. It's getting super crazy, man. Well, people, thank you for being the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Hasukida for being the streams. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty nice. I hope you people get it ready to have some fun. This is to have some fun the next weekend. Yeah, I hope the next weekend you are ready to have some fun. Remember, we are gonna be doing the same schedule. Yeah. Oh yeah. The next stream is gonna be after 4 hours, I believe, 3 or 4 hours. Later on, it's gonna be at talk shows. This is the schedule for the next week too. This is the schedule for the next week. This next week is gonna be the same schedule. After 3 or 4 hours, we are gonna be here streaming talk shows and podcasts, talking about games, talking about many things, talking about Anthem, talking about Destiny, talking about the projects of the channels over here, talking about many things, talking about the community. So don't miss out. This stream is gonna be the last stream. The talk show is gonna be later on. Now it's 7:05. It's gonna be like 10 or 11 in the night. So calculate 3 or 4 more hours, and then come back to the stream so you can. Yeah, I'm gonna try to publish in the Twitter so nobody can miss out. Nobody miss out the streams. Yeah. Well, people, I wanna say thank you to everybody for coming. Today was a pretty awesome day, and see you later. See you later with another streams. So you wanna stay in the chat. Remember that we always give it the raid to somebody. We always give it the raid to somebody. So you wanna be part of the raid, stay over there, so we can raid somebody. Somebody to love. Yeah, a lot of my followers has better viewership than me. So it's gonna be hard to find somebody that doesn't have a lot of people. Oh, this guy, yeah. I'm gonna rate this guy that has like a 0 viewers, man. Yeah, let's play Final Fantasy. I love those guys. Hasukida, have a good one, dude. Have a good one, Hasukida, and thank you for coming. Don't forget the next stream is gonna be awesome. Yeah. Well, people say, I'm gonna say bye bye. Stay over there for the raid. I will appreciate it. Bye bye.